Ross Atkins is a moron.
Oh, that's your words. I find that a little bit strong. I just think he's an idiot.
This is the 10 Minutes with Andrew podcast.
When that sun is high in that Texas sky, I'll be bucking at the county fair.
Welcome back to 10 Minutes with Andrew. I am, of course, Andrew. I'm again joined by Mark Chansey. Welcome back to the show.
Good Sunday morning, straight from the golf course
again.
You wouldn't know we've been playing a lot this year.
Yeah.
So we played 9 holes on the North Course.
We did.
And then we rushed right back home to do the show.
We did. Indeed.
Wow. How'd you play?
Probably the worst I've played this year.
Yeah, me too. But this old body is struggling. I am a dream for my chiropractor.
Yeah.
But still a lot of pain. Ouch. Speaking of pain, how about those Blue Jays?
Won yesterday.
Winners of 1 in a row yet again.
1 in a row.
Vladdy's hot, though.
He is hot.
So 2 things about Vladdy being hot. 1, stay hot, my friend. Stay hot right to the trade deadline.
Yeah.
So we can get full value for you. And the only thing about a Vladdy hot streak, it's usually followed by a pretty significant Vladdy cold streak.
It's true.
So I'm not going to be all negative, but I got a sense with the genius Ross Atkins, who spoke to the media again this week, that if the Blue Jays didn't take 3 of 4 against the Yankees, we may be considering ourselves as sellers at the deadline. So hopefully, for a fan that wants long-term success, hopefully we lose today and we start selling pieces off, because Bo and Vladdy are not the answer.
If we lose today, we tie the series.
Yeah. So what?
I don't think that's...
A week ago, we were 6 games under 500. What are we now? 6 games under 500. And we are 6.5 games out of the 3rd wild card spot. We're 12.5 games out of the American League East lead. Do you really think this team can win 63% of the remaining baseball games to get to 89 wins?
No.
No.
I do not.
And even if they did, do you really think this team could do anything in the playoffs? They haven't won a playoff game in how many years?
Since 2016.
2016. Okay. So the Blue Jays going for 2 in a row. That would be a strange one.
It would be a strange one for sure.
And we'll see if Vladdy stays hot. Today it's Cole.
Garrett Cole,
Kevin
Gausman.
Got beaten up pretty good last time out, so we'll see. He's coming back from injury. This is only his 3rd start after injury, so maybe the Blue Jays can jump all over him. And hopefully the bullpen holds.
Yeah.
Because it hasn't been holding.
And we got Kevin Gausman, the man for the Blue Jays.
Kevin Gausman for the Blue Jays. That'll be good.
It would be a good matchup.
Good to see Stroman on Friday.
Was.
Don't like him in a Yankee uniform, but hey, what are you going to do?
What are you going to do?
So what are we doing today, my son?
Today we're reading some tweets.
We're going to read some tweets, you say. That sounds exciting.
It is exciting.
Tweetfully exciting. Hang on. This is really good coffee again, so... Well, you're not supposed to take one when I take one. Then we got dead air. Now you talk while I drink.
So, this is about Mitch Marner.
Oh, are you trying to totally ruin my day?
Listen,
are you trying to totally...
We can't go back to the Blue Jays because the Blue Jays have been this topic of like the last 5 podcasts in a row. Mm-hmm. So we have to go to Mitch Marner.
Hey, the Leafs have a defenseman.
Chris Tanev.
Yeah, he's...
Not signed yet.
They have the rights to him.
Not signed yet. But, it's not looking good. It's going to be a 6-year deal. It looks like it's not going to be very fun.
So today we're reading some tweets about Mitchell Marner.
So there's a whole situation going on with Mitch Marner now. We don't know exactly what's going on. There have been a lot of rumors out there. Are you not an
insider?
I'm not an insider.
Oh.
About him going to different teams and teams like Utah and all these different teams that have been rumored to try and trade for him.
And then the other side of those rumors are the coach saying loves him, can't wait to coach him, and Leafs want to sign him long term.
And Elliot Friedman says they're preparing to make him an offer, but here's the thing. I don't see the Leafs wanting to make Mitch Marner an offer at all, personally. I don't think they want him to stay.
I hope you're right, but like you just admitted to, you're not an insider. I'm not an insider. So it doesn't matter what you think.
No, it doesn't actually. So yeah, and free agency is tomorrow.
Free agent frenzy at noon Eastern or 1:30 p.m. Newfoundland time.
And it'll happen like you said. It'll happen 2 minutes after Noon?
Well, usually about 12:02, there's about 10 signings to announce, but no one's talking to anybody.
No.
In the meantime, you're not allowed
No.
to, but no one does. But yet all those contracts are signed 5 minutes after 12.
Yeah. So this is a whole thing. And then some of these tweets are about Brad Treliving spoke before the draft in Vegas. And he said, Mitch is a star and he knows how I feel about him as a player. And people brought up the point that when Nylander was due for a contract extension, he said he wants to remain a Leaf. That's our priority is to sign him. He never said that with Mitch, which makes people believe maybe.
Yeah, but Mitch has a different agent who was, by all accounts, a moron.
Yeah.
And probably told him to keep his mouth shut.
Probably.
I heard his agent is not probably a good agent, but a bit of a tick and things that rhyme with tick.
Yeah, we can't do
Family show.
Family show.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know the guy.
Is it ready for tweet number 1?
How many tweets do we have?
5.
5? Blessed Lord. Okay. Tweet number 1. Let's go quick.
Know what I didn't hear? Mitch Marner is a Maple Leaf and we want him to be one for a very long time. This is about the Treliving press conference like we just mentioned. We didn't hear that. So people are now thinking because they didn't hear that,
Maybe.
that Mitch is on his way out.
Let's hope.
And, you know.
I was watching the draft Friday night,
Me too.
and when the Leafs were, the 23rd pick, and they said they announced a trade.
I thought it was Marner.
My heart started going, here it is. Mitch Marner to Utah.
It was Anaheim.
Anaheim for whoever. Bag of hockey pucks and some Snyder's hot dogs. I would have done that deal in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
But anyway, so maybe that's a positive. For those that don't want to see Mr. Marner on the team next year, maybe Brad Treliving not making those kinds of comments is a good thing.
Maybe.
But you probably have more tweets that are the exact opposite of that one. So
Oh, I do. Trust me.
I'm half excited here now.
Trust me.
So you got anything else to say about tweet 1?
I don't.
All right.
That was kind of a one-sentence tweet. It wasn't really much.
Okay. And who was that? Did anyone we know?
No.
No. Okay. So tweet numero 2.
None of these are from insiders.
No insiders?
No insiders.
Okay.
Everyone knows Treliving isn't going to say anything else here and make himself look desperate to trade Marner in public in front of other. Though in private, he probably is trying to get something done.
I don't know if that would go down as your best read.
Not at all. No. But there's MS in here. I don't know what that means.
I haven't seen the tweet, so I don't know. Read that one again.
Everyone knows Treliving isn't going to say anything else here and make himself look desperate to trade Marner in public in front of other MS. Then brackets, though in private, he's probably really trying to get something done.
Yeah, I would agree with that tweet. I mean, the Leafs shouldn't be doing anything publicly. If they're seriously trying to do one thing or another, they're not gonna show their hand. I would hope not.
I would hope not either.
Not like Mr. Atkins, who publicly stated this week that they haven't received a lot of calls on Vladdy and Bo. Why would you say that publicly?
I don't know.
If you're gonna say anything publicly, you should say, "Yeah, we've received a few calls," and make it seem like there's a market. So if someone is interested in Vladdy or Bo, they may have to up their offer to get one of them. But instead what you've said is, nobody seems to want these guys, so if you want them, phone me, you can have them.
But we know why. Ross Atkins is a moron.
Oh, that's your words. I find that a little bit strong. I just think he's an idiot. I just think he's an idiot, not a moron.
I think it's the same. I think an idiot's worse.
Not a big fan of Ross Atkins.
Nobody is.
You know what? If he knew us, he probably wouldn't be a big fan of us.
Why are we talking about the Blue Jays? It's supposed to be about the
I don't
Leafs.
know, but because we're talking about how the Leafs are negotiating.
Yeah.
And they're not going to be public in negotiations. I would hope they're not, unless they're trying to fool everybody.
Yeah.
And they brought up Ross Atkins, who doesn't seem to have a clue how to negotiate.
No.
And giving away Marino and Gurriel Jr. for Varsho
We're back to
is
baseball.
perfect example of that. Okay. Anyway, move on to number
3. Number
Tweet
3.
number 3.
If Toronto extends Marner for any amount, let alone
I'm not watching anymore. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought that was the end of the tweet.
let alone the 12.5 million AAV that'd be. Leaf fans should stop giving MLSC their hard-earned money. Stop filling the building. Don't go to opening night. Hit them where it hurts. Show them regular season success doesn't cut it anymore. Demand more.
You getting it?
Yes, I'm getting it.
100%. Unfortunately, Leaf fans won't do that.
They will not do that. Just like Blue Jay fans are not going to stop going to Rogers Center.
I lived through the Ballard years,
Oh, Ballard was
which were
bad.
the most, well, it was exciting, We had coaches that were told to wear paper bags over their head. We had fans wearing paper bags over their head. We had the worst team by far, but the building was full every night.
Yep.
So I don't think the Leaf fans are that type, but it would make sense. If you hit them where it hurts, they might start listening to what the fans want. Yeah. But if there is an extension for Mitch Marner, I will not be watching the Leafs until he is no longer a Leaf. I'll wish them well, but I will not be watching.
The Leafs need to be lucky they have a fan base, because the fact they haven't won anything in like 50 plus years and our fans are this loyal.
Yep.
The Leafs need to be lucky they have a fan base.
And they continue to take Leaf fans for granted, in my view. And who knows? Maybe they're going to make some changes. But right now, possibly Tanev and a new coach, they could probably hang their hat and say, see, told you we're going to make some changes.
That's what they would do, I feel like,
But if Mitch Marner's around, I don't care if he's free. I don't want him.
No.
And there's a lot of Leaf fans would agree. Anyway, that was number what?
That was number 3.
Sure?
Yeah.
Wasn't 4?
No.
Okay. How many are we doing?
We're going to 5.
We're
going
doing 5.
to Katra.
Katra. Hope they get better.
Oh, man. Toronto can't even trade Calle Yarncroke, let alone Mitch Marner. If this team seriously runs it back for year 9 and doesn't make any sizable trades, there was no point in changing GMs. They're a joke. The changing GMs thing, yes, there was a point to that.
I don't know that I get any of that tweet. What's the Calle Yarncroke reference
People
to?
don't want him here anymore. People don't think he's any good.
No issue with Calle Yarncroke.
People think he's too much money for his age.
Could be, but you know what? If I'm in the playoffs, I like seeing Yarncroke on the ice and not Marner.
Me too.
Right? Yarncroke has a little bit of bite to his game.
Yep.
And has some skill. I don't know why.
And the whole...
is there talk that we're trying to trade him?
I don't know.
Is he under contract? Do we know?
He's under contract, yeah.
Okay.
There was no point in changing GMs. Again, yes, there absolutely was a point in changing GMs. If we had Kyle Dubas here, it would be a lot worse.
Let's remember, Tree Living is trying to clean up the mess left behind by Dubas. Yep. And it's not an easy thing to do in the hard cap situation and some of those frickin' contracts that Dubas has put the Leafs into. But we'll see. I don't get the reference to Yarncroke. I don't mind him as a...
When you think about it,
third or fourth line guy.
Tree Living has only made one bad move so far, and that's John Klingberg.
Yeah, that was really bad.
That was the only bad one he's made so far.
That was really
Toronto.
Bad.
In
really
Toronto.
Bad, yeah. But he didn't have a whole lot to deal with there. I think Tree Living has identified he needs to upgrade the back end desperately.
Yeah.
And that's the move for Tanev. I would like to see Edmondson signed on, but can't see it.
And the rumors now are that they're prime targets for Nikita Zadorov and Oliver Ekman-Larsson.
Zadorov, I think he's overvaluing himself. Big body, mean body perhaps, but I don't know. I don't think Vancouver was that impressed with what they got when they traded for him.
Nope.
All right, so that
Final
was
tweet.
numero 4.
Final tweet.
The final one, hey?
Yep.
Let's read some tweets. Number 5.
If the Leafs extend Marner, it would mean you don't have to get your hopes up for the remainder of his contract because they'll never come anywhere close to a Stanley Cup. But hey, regular season points are cool, I guess. Who wants the cup anyway?
I would probably have to say that I like that one. I'm going to give that the old yes ding.
Yeah.
If the Leafs extend Marner, they're telling the fan base winning is not important.
Yeah.
Right? Personal point totals are in the regular season, and that's what we go for here. We like to see our goal scorers get to 70 goals, and we don't care what they do in the playoffs. We like to see our point getters get 100 points, and we don't care what they do in the playoffs. If they re-sign Marner, they are sending a message to the fan base. The loyal fan base, not the casual people. The people that have been around for 50-plus years.
Like yourself.
Like myself. That winning is not important. Now, at the first press conference with Keith Pelly and all them, they said it was all about winning. Winning, 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 winning.
Yep.
If you sign Mitch Marner, you're a liar.
It's not about winning.
It's not about winning.
And it's funny because I really do think in terms of if they trade Marner, which I hope they do, if they do, immediately, in the immediate future, I don't know if it'll be a fit, like it'll be fixed like all right away. Like I think there still are issues they have to consider. I think the goaltending situation is really it. I don't know what to think of Joseph Woll as their starter. I don't like that move necessarily.
I'll give him a bit of runway because I think he has potential.
He's just too injury prone and might.
Well, we'll see.
They have to fix up the back end, and Tree Living's realized that.
Defense was a problem, but When you have your top forwards that don't show up come playoff time, you're not winning anything.
Yeah,
and they don't show up. So the problem is not just him, but he's the biggest one.
And what about what do you think of this trade? People have been saying, well, what if Marner goes to Calgary for Nazem Kadri?
Oh, yeah. That would be interesting.
That would be quite the trade.
Was it Tree Living that brought Naz to Calgary?
I think so, yeah. He brought Naz to Calgary.
I don't know if Naz wants to come back to the mess that is Toronto, but
no.
I would do that in a heartbeat. And people think I'm nuts because Marner's would be considered so much better, but Naz has won a cup.
So to wrap this all up.
Okay. Guess we're there.
No. just for the game. Just for the game.
Okay.
One question.
For me?
Yeah.
I'm not prepared for questions.
Do you believe that Mitch Marner is getting traded this offseason?
Do I believe it?
Yes.
You know, right now, I'm going to say I believe they're going to do everything they can to move him.
Yeah.
And I don't think that letting it out there that they want to make an offer to him is, I think it's all negotiating tactics from both sides at this point.
Yeah.
I think they're going to make every effort to move that contract, but unless they get value for what their asset, what they believe Mitch Marner is, they're not going to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So in the end, do I think he's going to get moved? Or is this what are the chances?
No, I'm going
to go 50% chancey.
No. You might like me now, are you?
I have no idea. Like, I'm not an insider.
No.
You're not an insider.
Nope.
And we're just reading tweets, man.
That's what we're doing.
There's some on this side and there's some on that side that make you think, yeah, he could go, or no, we might be stuck with him. I'm still going to hold out hope.
Me too.
That sometime relatively soon, we have an announcement about
perhaps today
Mitch Marner being traded. And it wouldn't take much for me.
No.
I wouldn't hold out for a lot. I know he's a great asset, but there's also benefit to cutting the tumor out of your body, right?
Oh, yeah.
You're no longer
100%,
sick.
100%.
So think about it.
I just remembered something I was supposed to do at the beginning. Congratulations to the Panthers.
Oh, yes.
Stanley Cup champions.
Florida Panthers avoided the reverse sweep.
Yep.
And played Florida hockey in Game 7.
They definitely did. But again, Stuart Skinner, bad goal. Bad goal.
It was a Leaf type goal. It was a Samsonov type goal. It was a Freddie Anderson type goal.
Yep.
That put them down with 2-1 with like 7 minutes or so or 4 minutes left in the second period. It cannot go in. Short side over the cannot go in
Nope.
in Game 7. And we've seen Leaf goalies do that repeatedly. And it's hard to recover from. And the thing, if you watch the game, like Edmonton did everything they could in the last 22 minutes or so to tie the game, but they only had 21 shots. So that speaks to the shot blocking and the traffic in front that Florida defended with. It was incredible that with all the dominant play that Edmonton had for the third period, they only finished with like 21 shots or something.
Yeah. First ever Stanley Cup for Florida. They became a team in 1994, I think it was.
Yeah, Florida's fun to watch. They weren't so fun in games 4, 5, and 6.
No, and they never used to be that big of a market either. It always used to be really empty in Florida. And then when I think it's kind of Kachuk has turned that around, and a bunch of other guys they brought in.
Yep, good for Kachuk and Bennett and all the people you love to hate.
Although McDavid got the Conn Smythe.
Yeah, I don't know if I agree with that. Like, there's a controversy over whether or not he should have come out and gotten that trophy when it was announced. I don't blame the guy for not coming out.
No.
I mean, they dream all of their lives to be Stanley Cup champions, and they get that close, and you want them to put on a brave face. I get it. I know how to avoid it. Don't let the Conn Smythe winner not be from the team that wins the Stanley Cup. It's simple.
Yeah.
There's got to be someone on Florida that could have won the Conn Smythe.
100%.
Maybe Barkov.
Right?
I mean, the goalie got him there.
Maybe Bobrovsky.
Maybe
was
Kachuk was solid. Kachuk. So if you want to avoid that you call it embarrassment or whatever.
Yeah.
Don't have the other team that didn't win the cup win the Conn Smythe. I don't even understand how the most valuable player of the playoffs cannot win the cup.
I know.
Because you weren't quite valuable enough.
Yeah.
If your team finishes second.
Yeah.
So just don't give it to someone that doesn't win the cup. Problem solved.
There you go.
I'm a problem solver, if nothing else.
Problem solver.
I can create problems too, but that's a different story. So we got all those tweets out of the way.
Weight loss time.
Weight loss time. Bum, bum, bum. So you weigh in on Thursdays. I weigh in on Fridays. You got on the scale this week.
Yeah.
I know how you did.
Yeah.
Are you going with a number? Or you?
I'm not gonna go. I'm not going number.
You're not gonna say a number, but you went up.
I'll just say it went up.
Yeah, you did go up, and you know what I say to that?
What?
Thank Jeepers, you're a freaking human.
Yeah.
Because since you started this, your weight loss has just been going like that, and this is the first time you hit a little bit of controversy in your life with the weight loss. And I've been watching going -2, -2, -2, -2.8, -2. Oh, holy crap. But now you got a little bit of wind in your face, hey?
Yep.
Yeah, so what are you going to do about it?
Try and recover for next week.
You're going to do better, right?
Yep.
Not a big deal. I told you, weight loss is not that way. Weight loss is like that, and then ooh, and then like that, and then ooh, and then like that, and just come back.
Summers are kind of tough.
Summers are tough. We got some fun planned in the next little while, and we're not gonna eat salads.
No.
Right? When we're gonna have some fun, we're gonna live.
We are gonna live,
and then we're gonna get right back at it.
Definitely gonna live.
Right?
Yep.
And if we had been playing more golf, you probably wouldn't have gone up.
Nope.
But that's fine.
It's all right.
There's always another day.
There is.
So I got on, and I lost 1.2 pounds.
Good.
I was hoping it would have been more because I could have thrashed you and gotten a bigger lead on you because you caught me. But that's good. All good.
That's real good.
Really good. So next week, we're planning on doing a final weigh-in. Now, we got the Canada Day celebrations tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll see how it all goes. And then we're going to do a final weigh-in and then take a couple of weeks off. Possibly so?
Possibly so.
You think?
Yep.
Well, that'll be good. Anyway, anything else to say?
Nothing else.
Nothing else to say? We can't go golfing. We've been golfing.
We've been golfing.
All right, let's go back to bed.
So thank you for... No.
Good night.
No. So thank you for listening and watching this episode of 10 Minutes with Andrew. Find us on YouTube. Be sure to like and subscribe and comment. And we'll be back in the middle of the week with the Would You Rather.
All right.
All right.
We'll see you later. Have a good week.
I will.
See you Tuesday.
See you Tuesday.
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, be sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons and turn on notifications to be notified when we upload new content. You can also connect with us at andrewchansey.com.